Delusions, an image or a picturization. What are delusion basically? It is something that is an image, like a blessed dog, like a blessed cow, like a doormat, like that particular thing. They can use any substance, any objects, any person, anything which can be utilized as their imagination. So it can be an image that can be either a visual image, or it could be either a substantial image, or it could be either any materialistic image. It could be image of any type. It could be a film character, it could be a cartoon, it could be anything. Are you getting this? It could be any image that the person can use. Maybe of an actor, maybe of an actress, maybe of someone at the wall cover of a WhatsApp tags that are there. Oh, this is the actress I like. Could be that is the thing, that is the reason why I have that person as a baseline. Could be any images that the person might give you. Are you getting this? These images are simply images. Behind that image, what is that person experiencing is important. Are you getting? What is that person experiencing is very, very important. That is very important to understand. Someone might even give you about a novel. Someone might give you about a print media, for example, a novel or a newspaper article or something that they have read a poster about. Anything could come up. Because whatever strikes the chord of their vital force, that remains as a form of image. Are you getting? Because the image may be something else, but the imagination could be completely different. Remember this. Image could be something. Image could be a dog, but the imagination behind the dog is completely different. Right? That imagination has to be thought of. That imagination has to be observed. That imagination has to be visualized. That imagination is important. Many of us falter when we listen to the image. That could be the remedy. Oh, he has used the image of a dog, so lac carana is the remedy. He has used the image of a cow, so therefore lac defloridum is the remedy. No. Behind the image is the imagination. And the imagination is the thinking process. That thinking process, one has to listen to the experience behind that. It's like I'm alone in the wilderness, for example, stramonium, right? So this alone, explore this alone. What is this alone? Experience behind that alone. It is like screaming, shouting, howling, wanting to just get out from the darkness, because the fear of dark is an important thing for us. So it's not about alone. It is not about alone that the person is, but the basic theme is about darkness that the person has a fright. The basic theme is about the monsters that the person has a fright. The basic theme is about the ghost that the person has a fright. So theme about ghost, theme about monster, theme about darkness is the theme of the Solanasi. Therefore, this is the delusion of alone being. Behind that aloneness is all that fright, horror, terror, that is the theme of Solanasi that comes here. Are you getting this? So behind the delusion is the theme of the actual core of the source from where they come from. That is the experience.
Protection of the historical artifacts. And above all, there shall be no disturbance of the professor.
Beautiful movie based on the delusional level.
Just background carried out a number of attacks on Great Britain last month. Raised one of the Pacific Powers
Sheets so scratchy.
Wars don't last forever, Lucy. We'll be home soon.
Yeah, if I'm still there.
Isn't it time you were in bed?
Yes, Mum.
Ed! You saw outside. This place is huge. We can do whatever we want here. Tomorrow's going to be great. Really.
Gastrovascular. Come on, Peter. Gastrovascular.
ever invented. We could play
Having so much fun.
Come on, Peter.
And then they
Three,
decided,
four,
and then
one,
they decided to play hide and
two.
seek because they were bored and outside it was raining. Right?
3,
What?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Oh, Johnny, oh, Johnny, how you can love. Oh, Johnny, heavens above, you make my sad heart jump with joy. And when you're near, I just can't sit still a minute or so. Oh, Johnny, please tell me, dear, what makes me love you so? You're not handsome, it's true, but when I was hit fast, I just oh, Johnny, oh, Johnny, oh,
So from here, entering into a completely different, strange world, which is not at all understood by any individual, because each one's imagination is according to their own of their vital force, according to the own experience of their own vital force. So here we start diverting from each individual to individual. The actual individualization begins from delusion onwards. The actual individualization, what Animal speaks, is at the sensation and the energy pattern level. Before that, it was not at all at individualization. Emotions are common to all human beings. Symptoms and pathology are all common to human beings. Every diabetic person will have more or less similar complaints. Every hypertensive person will have more or less similar complaints. But every individual of diabetic will not have the same imagination. Every individual of hypertensive will not have the same imagination, and thus they will not have the same sensation, and thus they will not have the same energy. It will be the unique energy pattern for that individual diabetic or hypertensive person which decides the fate of their remedy. Are you getting? So slowly here we are now going to divert into an individual road towards eventual one's own imagination, one's own sensation and one's own energy pattern. Is that clear? Yeah? Okay, go ahead. There are different fantasies that the person might talk about. There are different books that the person might talk about, or different ideas about something from their books or from the education point of view or from any movie point of view. Anything they can talk about. So any book or a story or a movie or a television serial that comes spontaneously to their mind, an intense situation or an intense emotion that is connected to it, right? So basically delusions come along with the intense emotion that is associated with it. because emotions stand on the grounds of one's imaginations, right? So imagination can go anywhere. Imagination is much more faster than the movement of a sound. A human being can imagine anything, anywhere, anytime with a split second. So that's how imaginations go. And imaginations which are at the core, that expression with an intensity, that are the ones that is going to further take you over to the experience, which is called as a sensation. Right? Go ahead. See this.
Here come the saber. I'm the lyrical gangster. Big up the crew in the area. Still no, we don't die. Yes, we multiply. Anyone press me, the fire is sing. I got you know we go. I know, don't know. Let's give up and go. Here come the saber. I'm the lyrical gangster. Big up the crew in the area. Here come the saber. I'm the lyrical gangster. Excuse me.
Imagine me, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, you lose my mind. Imagine how close it is, so very fine, so happy together, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody like Jesus for all my life. In the sky for all my life.
Ads are also based on imagination, and specifically ads like vehicles and all these things, wherein every individual imagine about having a vehicle, imagine about having the riches, imagine about materialistic ideas. So it has to appeal to the crowd, it has to appeal to their customers. So their products has to be at the level of imagination. Similarly, the paint advertisements, which has to be appealing to the sensitivity of the color, the aroma of the plant. So that is the reason why you will see many paint advertisement which has got a very sensitive understanding in their advertisement. Many of the perfume advertisements will have lot of this competitive nature, lot of this sexuality component in it, lot of this attraction component in it, because perfumes has got something to do with fragrance, something to do with the aroma, which is going to attract, which is going to make the person stand out in the crowd. So therefore, you see the ads which are made, which are having the theme of more of sexuality, competitive, the animal version. Likewise, many of the insurance ads are mostly to deal with something from the mineral ad, which is going to make your life stable, which is going to make your life secured, which is going to make your life somewhere which has got some sort of surety, some sort of security in terms of finances, in terms of housings, in terms of whatever your family needs are. So they are mostly giving you the theme about mineral content. So different ads are prepared with the imagination behind it, showing what is the sensitivity eventually that is based on the three different kingdoms which we are going to do after this, our world, our kingdom and its differentiation. Is that clear? So imagination, delusion plays a vital role in for us to carry forward to understand this imagination is going now towards which path. Is it the animal path? Is it the main plant path? Or is it the mineral path that it is taking us? Right? So therefore, at the level of delusion, things are now going to start making us a little more difficult because we cannot imagine the way the person in front of us is imagining. Neither we can understand what the person is imagining. Neither can we evaluate what the person is imagining. And thus, we cannot come to any concrete conclusion about that imagination, what this imagination could be about. Therefore, the chapter delusion in Kent repertory, if you go to see, is a huge chapter. But in spite of taking all the delusions, yet we were confused about what is the remedy. The simple understanding was that remedy, what am I prescribing? Is it only on the number of marks that carries maximum, or is the remedy to be prescribed, or is it something more understanding? What if my patient is from the animal world, and what if the marks that I am getting through Kent repertorization or whatever repertorization I am doing comes from a plant world, the remedy is standing out first with the top marks, will it really act? This was an issue for which we now, through the levels of experience, understand that whatever comes at the sensation level, is it the plant sensation or is it the animal sensation or is it the mineral sensation, which is going to now distribute our idea from these three different kingdom ideas. Where am I specifically going to take my route towards?